Welcome to Miller's Monsters. I'm Mr. Beelzebub. This is Count Luna. Behind me is Edgar P. the Scully, and I thought today we would talk about Harry Houdini. And you know Harry Houdini, the great magician and escape artist. But did you know that he was also a staunch skeptic of the seances and the people that did them? And his one saying was, it takes a flim flammer to expose a flim flammer. And that was one of Harry Houdini's missions. For 30 years, he went about and snuck into seances in disguise with some police. And near the end of it would just jump up and say, "I'm Harry Houdini and you're a fraud." And he would explain to them all the tricks that he noticed. And there's a few theories on why this came about and why his mission to expose these people was. One is simply he was interested in spiritualism in his youth and would started to attend these seances and started to realize that they were fake. The other is after the death of his mother, that he went on a mission, another mission, to find a true medium so he can communicate with his mother, who died of a stroke, and he was unable to do that, and that led him to expose the frauds. But before we get on to two of his major discrepancies with people, take a minute, ring the bell, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, set yourself up for notifications so you don't miss another episode, and please tell your friends to like and subscribe as well, and I thank you in advance. One of Houdini's most well-known public disputes about spiritualism was with the author Arthur Conan Doyle, who wrote Sherlock Holmes, and he was a doctor and married to his wife Jean. And Houdini and Mr. Doyle were very good friends. And throughout their friendship, Houdini would feign interest in Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's belief in spiritualism. And he was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was really forefront in pushing spiritualism, and for sake of their friendship, Houdini really didn't say anything about it until one day when Jean, the author's wife, who said she was a medium, sat down and did 15 pages in automatic writing. And Houdini, exposed her as a fraud right away, because the 15 pages were written in perfect English, and the pages started with a cross and ended with a cross. And his mother was the wife of a rabbi, so she wouldn't have put a cross on her work, and she couldn't write in perfect English. So he exposed her right away, and that strained their relationship, and eventually that led to a public war of words between the two men, where in the end Houdini called Sir Arthur Conan Doyle the biggest dupe of them all. And then there was a second public outing for Houdini, and this is when Scientific America magazine put up a $2,500 reward for anybody that could prove that they were a medium and could speak to the afterlife. And he was part of the committee, or the judging committee on this, and there came one person after several people, many people were discredited by Houdini. There was one person by the name of Mina Crandon, or Marjorie, and she seemed to be doing well. and the judges were about to award her the $2,500 prize, but it just seemed just so happened that Houdini was left off or wasn't told about what was going on in the early tests of this medium, and eventually it was found out that the judges were receiving favors from this lady for favorable, let's say, favorable thoughts by them instead of exposing her right away. And unfortunately, not unfortunately, fortunately, Houdini preempted this with a 40-page, call it a memorandum of how she did all her tricks, and he exposed her, and eventually she wasn't awarded the prize. And Houdini also went before Congress and tried to outlaw the use of mediums, because he believed, he did not like how they preyed on the vulnerable and the sick, or not the sick, but the vulnerable and the old, and that, and took money from these people for it. Unfortunately, his stint above Congress turned in more of a circus than anything else, where the Congress themselves, who many of them or wives went and saw these mediums for guidance in that, pretty much disregarded anything he said, and turned it into more of a religious thing, Houdini being Jewish, and then a lot of the congressmen being Christian, and it did not get passed. And then shortly after that, of course, we know that Houdini passed away. So there's two sides to every story, obviously. Even nowadays, mediums, there's a lot of fake mediums out there that prey on the weak, on people that just miss their loved ones so much, that just want to speak with them, and people know how to manipulate these people, and as Houdini said, they're flim-flam artists. And the other side of this coin is well, maybe people want to be flim-flammed, maybe it's a form of entertainment, and that's fine, but if you go in there thinking, is it real, and you're giving away your hard-earned money for this, is it really innocent? Is it really just entertainment? I mean, people believed wrestling was real for years and years and years. You'd see in the older film footages or television tapings, where people, the older generation, usually in the front row, live and died by this, and let me tell you, you could not tell them it was fake. So it really just depends on your point of view, really. For me, I believe that there is an afterlife. Can people channel this? Yes, I believe, but you also got to know that it's also a very popular form of entertainment, and nowadays with modern technology, it becomes easier and easier to fool, even the wise, because with all these electronics and that, I couldn't tell you how to do it, and you see all these shows on television. I do believe some of it is real, but I do believe a lot of it is staged, or it's to make something out of nothing, a strange noise, and then we blow that up really big. So I don't know. I'll stay on the fence because I like playing both sides of the fields. But Houdini had a definite opinion that they were all were frauds, and were taking people's good money, and he could not stand for it, and that's why he waged his war against them. So I hope you liked what you heard. Please hit the bell, ring the bell, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, set yourself up for notifications, and tell your friends to watch and subscribe as well. And I will talk to you later. Maybe.